very few people that are doing dishes this early, Pete.
You're probably right, but I'm not going to be the jackasses that don't do their dishes after they're done using it.
I'm that jackass.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, Jingle.
No, you don't, because you have me. So that means you're off the lead.
Not being a jackass.
Hey guys, welcome back to the page. This is Gina Gagnon, and today I'm kind of going to go over my week with you, and also I'm going to go over some of the interesting material that is in my NASM book that I've been studying to get my personal training certification. So I don't know if anybody else goes through this. Recently, I've been having what I like to call my ugly caterpillar stage. Going into this bulk, I was 118 pounds, but I wanted more. I wanted progression. So I kind of set a goal for myself, something that would motivate me and push me. So I decided I would go for the bikini competition. I don't know what configuration we're going with. I don't even know what bikini competition I'll be joining at all, but the goal right now is just to bulk. And then once the bulking is over, I think we're then going to start figuring out which way we're going to lean towards as far as which competition we're going to sign up for before my cut. So during this time of eating, I mentioned in some of my other videos that I just felt really unhealthy. I've been feeling sick to my stomach. I already have a lot of stomach issues. So, you know, the eating and just bulking, dirty bulking has made me feel disgusted, like honestly disgusting and painful too. I don't know what my stomach issue is. I've never been diagnosed with anything. I've never gone to the doctor for it, which I'm a nurse and I know that I'm supposed to do that, but ask any medical professional. We are the most non-compliant of the group. So if you have stomach issues, don't be like me, go talk to a doctor. Basically what I've been doing to control the pain that I feel from eating certain foods is just to stay away from them, which has been great. Like I've been very well managed as far as not having any flare-ups. The feeling in my stomach when I eat and it happens, it feels like there's something like, I guess, I don't want to say a bunch of air. I know that might sound really gross, but it does. It feels like a balloon and it just like, it feels like it's going to explode, but it won't go away and it won't leave me. So pretty much I just suffer all throughout the day. It kind of feels like a red hot coal in your stomach that's going to explode. And then the next day I wake up and it doesn't hurt anymore, but it's still this feeling of like not being comfortable. So the way that I have been managing that is just not to eat the foods that I know cause that syndrome. However, during the sturdy bulk, I've kind of just decided to have fun. I've been eating whatever I felt like, and I felt really sick. So recently I decided to start on a clean bulk. I definitely have my slip-ups here and there. You know, I'm still eating chips when I'm not supposed to be eating chips and eating different foods that I know I'm not supposed to eat. But my symptoms have resolved themselves quite a bit. I haven't had any issues as far as having, you know, the stomach pain, and I'm so thankful for that. But, you know, I'm definitely gaining weight, which is the goal, and I'm gaining muscle mass, which is also the goal. My strength is going up, which is awesome. But I feel, you know, I feel it. I feel the heaviness. I feel the change that's happening, and it just makes me feel really insecure. Also recently I turned 26, so I'm older. You know, that's also kind of playing with me a little bit. I'm just not as young as I used to be. I got a hair change, so my hair is like this highlighted, you know, warm color, and it's not something I'm used to. And I also have like an eye infection thing going on, so I've been wearing glasses every single day. I'm not able to wear my contact lenses, so there's a lot of stuff going on. And because of that, I just have been so insecure. I mean, thank God for John. He's my boyfriend, the owner operator of Club Iron, and also my producer. So he does all my videos, they are all fantastic because of him. I don't care what anyone says. But and thank God for him, because he's always making me feel good about myself. He always tells me how beautiful I am. But you go through this feeling of just not being as, I guess the word's escaping me, but I think you guys know what I am trying to say. I don't feel confident. Whereas normally I'm very used to being, confident in the way I look and in the way I feel. So it's a huge change, mentally, physically. It's all a change, but I'm going to push forward and I'm really excited about it. The reason that I bring this up is because I'm currently studying for my personal training certification, and during this study, there was a chapter. It's in the very first chapter of the book, and it was talking about women's fitness centers in the 1960s and 1970s. And in my earlier videos, I talk about how I come from a caloric deficit, running, cardio background, which I think is a similar story to a lot of women that I've talked to that are in the fitness world. And when you first start, you think, well, to be in shape and to be healthy, I just need to run, and I'm not going to eat anything over like 1,000 to 1,300 calories. And, that works. That definitely gets you very lean, but you're stripping yourself of nutrients. And I was never susceptible to these feelings, like these pains in my stomach, before I started doing that. So I'm sure that, being in that caloric deficit for such a long time really created some sort of issues in my system. So I'm reading this chapter, and it's talking about figure salons, which is what the women's fitness centers were called back then. And it's talking about how instead of having barbells and dumbbells, in these salons, they have exercise machines that are passive. So they had rolling machines that would roll away fat, and they had electric vibrating belts that helped jiggle the fat from your inner thighs, and nothing about women lifting weights. So that kind of ties in with the world today. So this idea, or this preconceived notion of what a woman's abilities are, or what the limits of a woman's capabilities as far as their strength are. I think that people already think that we're weak, that we can't do as much or shouldn't try to do as much as men. And that's something that I maybe would have agreed with a year ago. I didn't think that women should be lifting weights. I thought that women that lifted weights were very manly, and I didn't want any part of that. Part of weightlifting is to be able to give yourself the energy and the nutrition to supplement and feed that. So not eating enough calories is actually really going to hurt you in this sport. That really kind of messed with me too, because coming from only eating like 1,300 calories a day, and then now eating 2,000 calories a day, and having that feel right and having that feel good, I never realized before like how weak and how tired I was, because I had just gotten accustomed to it. So recently I had a couple family members talking to me about, oh, you're going to hurt yourself, or you're such a sweet little thing, maybe this isn't the right thing for you. Maybe you should just not go any further from where you are. I'm really proud of where I came from. I came from not being able to squat the 45-pound bar to being able to squat 4 sets of 3 at 210 pounds, and I'm blown away by that. I've gotten to a level of strength and conditioning that I never in my life would have, if someone would have bet money on me being able to do that, I would have bet against myself. The fact that I'm able to do that now inspires and motivates me, and I'm not going to stop. So as far as the preconceived notions of what a woman can do, I'm going to break every one of them. I'm going to show myself, prove it to myself that I can be the absolute best that I can be, because that's what I want. So if anybody tries and tells you that you're not good enough or that you can't accomplish something that you want so badly, look in the mirror and see what you can do. That's the only person at the end of the day whose opinion matters. It's your own. Make yourself proud. Keep going towards your goals. Strive for what you believe in. I'm really excited to see where this year takes me. And I'm really, really excited to see how much stronger I can get in this womanly form. Thanks so much for stopping by, you guys. I really appreciate you. And I hope you all have a great week. Looking forward to next time.
Sorry to jump into this with my monotone voice and things, but whenever she needs some form critique, I edit these videos, so I want to jump in and kind of talk about Gina's form and where she's at on the checklist program, which is something that I created. I don't expect anybody to know it as well as I do, so I'm just going to talk about some of her lifts sporadically in her videos. This was her squat. It was 85% of her old 1 rep max from 4 weeks ago, and it called for a 185-pound squat, and she was able to get 10 reps. So every 4 weeks we test 85% of our previous 1 rep max and just get as many reps as we can, and then it will tell us what our next 1 rep max is for the next block, and then we use about 85 to 90 to sometimes 100% of that estimation to run the next 4 weeks, and that kind of just depends on the athlete, how much they can handle. Actually, Gina's squats that you saw previously in this video when she was voicing it over, they were a little bit on the ugly side. Her knees were kind of coming in on a few reps. A lot of them she had it tight, but that's going at full 100% of what the estimation spit out. So we're going to try 90% of that and see how our lifts go for the next week. And over time, you design the best and most efficient program for that athlete specifically. It's a checklist program, so they kind of just go in, they're able to do whatever they want, and then over time you see a theme of the way that athlete works, and then you adjust it based off the things that you see and the things that they need based off of their history and their schedule. So that was her bench AMRAP. She got 10 reps there, and that's also 85% of her previous 1 rep max for an AMRAP, and that was just awesome. I can't believe that she was able to squeeze out 10 reps with bench too. That's something that girls have a lot of issues with. Girls don't have as much upper body strength as guys do, and it's just because of our DNA and evolution, really. This was her deadlift AMRAP, and it was also 185 pounds. Her squat is the same as her deadlift, which isn't usually normal. Usually the deadlift is a little stronger than the squat. But she was able to get 7 reps, and we'll just log 7.5 since she almost pulled this. Grip is the issue there. Club Iron is a strength and conditioning gym in Southern California that prescribes local and online training and nutrition protocols for anyone from the elderly to the obese to even elite level athletes. If you want to follow along with our journey, you could follow our YouTube channel, Club Iron, or Gina's YouTube channel, just Gina Gagnon. And if you want to work with us, go to CLUBIRONCOACHING.com, fill out the application there, or you can DM me on Instagram at club_iron, or you can email me at clubironcoaching@gmail.com. Or if you are local to Murrieta and Temecula, stop by Club Iron Gym. We will get a lift in, and I can prescribe your workouts and nutrition so that you could execute it at your gym. Anyway, that is all from Club Iron Coaching. Hope you enjoy. Goodbye.